Hi, everybody. Welcome to English 1100. So, this is the next course if you took English 1000 in the fall. And many of you should be familiar with me and sort of how I'm going to set up this course. It's very similar to English 1000. Not much has changed, but English 1100 is that step up. It's the final composition course that you need before you have those prerequisites for a lot of other courses that you may take. So a lot of your actual program courses, before you get into them, you have to pass this course. So this is that final course you have to pass to move on and get the credits you need for it. It is a 3-credit course, just like last semester. We're meeting online. My email is looneym@mtc.edu. So please make sure you're using your Marian Tech email, and I'll show you how to access that here in a second through the main Marian Tech College website if you don't remember. Or you can use the inbox here, and you can message me through Canvas Message. I also receive your Canvas messages to my Marian Tech email. So whichever one works for you, utilize whatever your preference is. I would also take the time, if you haven't already, to go ahead and put, I don't know where my phone is, go ahead and put your email and anything else on your phone so you're getting those notifications. You can also put Canvas on your phone, so that way you get that notification anytime something is due, or if I change the course, or if I comment or grade something, it's going to notify you on your phone so you can pop back in there. Make sure you're emailing me with any questions you may have, or if you want extra feedback on something, or if you're confused about my feedback and you want me to explain it more. Please make sure you're going in and asking me any of those questions, especially because we're not meeting in person. I don't know if you're struggling unless you tell me you're struggling. So you've got to let me know so I can help you best I can. The resources I have in Canvas and all the modules, I definitely hope they're helping you, but not always. Sometimes you might need that little extra explanation. So we can always email me questions, and if we really need to, we can schedule a Zoom meeting so I can explain it in more depth. Just keep in mind, if we schedule a Zoom meeting, it's going to have to be after 3 p.m. Because I have an 8 to 3 job that I can't just stop and go in and start a Zoom meeting randomly within there. Okay, but we can always schedule conference time if you want that. Like I said, Megan Looney, same as last time. And the class meeting time is online, so that's going to be same as last time. I will have everything posted by Sunday night, Monday morning at the absolute latest. And then everything is due Friday by midnight. The late policy is also very similar to last semester as well. Everything is due that week, at the end of the week, Friday at midnight, unless there's been some alteration we've had to do because of a holiday or something. And you'll have 1 week to submit late. Keep in mind, with any late work, you only have that 1 week to submit it. After that, I'm going to be closing the assignments so you can't submit them any later than 1 week. And anything that is within that last week of school, I can't accept late. Grades are due like a couple days after the semester ends, so I don't have time to grade late work at that point. I'll send you a lot of those reminders as we get closer to that, though, so you're remembering and we get it in as quickly as we can. Okay, so going through Canvas again, you should remember from last semester, but again, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it's been. So just some quick reminders on how to find everything, and I'm also going to go through and sort of explain what your focus is for this week. So your to-do list, make sure you're looking at this every week. This is going to tell you what you're doing for the week and any upcoming future assignments, so you can schedule them in your phone calendar or your planner, whatever you're using to stay organized. The first thing, and I think the most important tab, is your modules tab. I have everything in modules. You can find all the assignments in the assignments tab, but I keep them all in modules and I organize it by week so you know exactly what I'm expecting you to do. And I put those resources in order that I think you should be doing them to be the most successful in understanding them. So the first thing I want you to click on for this week is the syllabus. Make sure you read it. Okay, this is basically the contract for the course. It says this is what is going to happen in the course. This is what you as the student are required to do for the course. Here are the policies. The late policy is in far more depth in there. Policies for submitting anything, the learning outcomes for the course, what you're going to be gaining from this course are all in here. Take the time to read it. Okay, so if something happens and you're like, hey, I didn't know this. I didn't know that 40% of my grade was our major essays. I didn't know that 20% was micro themes. It's in the syllabus. So take the time to read it and ask me any questions you have about the syllabus. Okay. What I'm also going to say is that if you email me a question about the syllabus or sort of anything, email me a hello if you don't have any questions about the syllabus. That's fine. If you email me this week with a question about the syllabus or something about yourself, just introducing and saying hi, you can get 1 bonus point on the plagiarism quiz that you have this week. So take the time to email me this week. I want you to get in the habit of emailing me. Again, I can't help you if I don't know that you're struggle busing. So let me know when you're struggle busing. Message me. When you're emailing me, again, you can use the inbox or you can go to your Marian Tech email that I'll show you here when we're done with Canvas here in a second. So when you're done with the syllabus and you've emailed me any questions that you have about the syllabus or just a hello, your focus for this week is on plagiarism. Super easy week this week. You only have 1 assignment that you're turning in. It's the quiz on plagiarism. And I want you to go through these 4 resources on plagiarism before you take that quiz. The first one is a YouTube video from Saturday Night Live, just kind of funny definition and introduction into plagiarism. A little humor there for you. Start out the semester for us. We also have these 2 videos, What is Plagiarism and Plagiarism Tutorial. These are 2 YouTube videos. One's from Florida State College. The other one goes over how to avoid plagiarism. They're both policies that they discuss in here are very similar to Marian Tech's policies. So it also gives you sort of MLA examples of how to avoid it. Same as last semester, you're going to have the choice between APA and MLA. That'll be your focus for week 2. We're going to go over APA and MLA again, have all those different resources for you, okay? So you're watching both those videos, and then the most important resource on here is Marian Tech's plagiarism policy. Make sure you read through this. I know it's a lot of boring language. It's not fun to read, but it's very important. When you sign on as a student, you say, yes, I've read the handbook. I am now a Marian Tech student. You're saying that you read this policy and you understand it. This policy applies to you as a Marian Tech student, and it's not just policy for my class. This is policy in any course you take at Marian Tech. So in the science course, in the math course, whatever it is, if you cheat or plagiarize on anything, this is the policy that applies to you. The first time you plagiarize, you're getting a 0 on that assignment. The second time you plagiarize, you're failing that class. And it doesn't matter if it's, so let's say you plagiarize in my class, and I hope you're not going to, but you get a 0 on that assignment. And then you plagiarize in your math class. You're now failing that math class because it's the second time you've plagiarized. The third time you've plagiarized, you're going to be dismissed from the college, and you are no longer a student at Marian Tech. They take it very seriously. All colleges take it very seriously. It's a very serious issue. So make sure you understand this policy in depth, okay? When you're done with all the sources for this week, you're taking that plagiarism quiz, okay? Use the resources to your advantage. You have all week to take the quiz. Do not wait until last minute to take the quiz, though. Go ahead and get in the habit. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's a new course. Get in the habit of getting these things done as quickly as possible. So that way, when we get into those weeks where we're doing a lot more, we might have a whole essay due that week, and we might have an assignment to practice. That way, you're not waiting until Friday and having to all book it into one day. Spread it across the week. Give yourself time to ask me questions. I'm always available to ask questions. I'm checking my email constantly. But if you send me an email on Friday at 4 p.m. and the assignment's due at midnight that night, I can't guarantee I'm going to respond to you in time that you're going to have the chance to apply my response to what you're doing. So make sure you're sort of staying organized and planning your time wisely as you go through the assignments for this week, okay? So modules, most important tab, I believe. You can also go to assignments and see everything there. I just think it looks more organized in modules. It's up to you. When I start posting announcements, there'll be a little announcements tab there that you can see, but I haven't posted any yet. The discussion tab is here as well, but again, if I assign a discussion, I'm going to put it in the module where it's due. So I would go to modules. When you go to grades, again, you'll see all your grades there. This is where you're going to view your feedback from me. If I just commented on something, so if it's an assignment like your quiz, I'm probably just going to comment on it. If I have anything to add to it or if I want you to improve on something, the comment will be right here. If I put feedback on it like an essay or a rough draft or anything like that, the feedback's going to pop up here. It's going to say view feedback, and you'll click view feedback. And then a little window is going to pop up in the middle of the page. It's going to be a super tiny window, and it's a pain in the butt to read. And then you'll see like little orange tabs and highlights. And if you hover over the tabs or you hover over the highlights, you see my comments. But it's a super tiny window, and it's annoying. What you can do is then there's a download option on that tiny window, and you can download it as a PDF, and then you can view it full screen, and you can see all my feedback. So make sure you're taking the time to view that feedback, see what I've said on your paper or your assignment, because then you can apply that feedback. So if you got a C on the first paper, you can look at my feedback from that first paper and apply it to the second one and improving at a better grade on that second paper. So the feedback is there to help you improve and continue getting better grades and more success as you go on throughout there. Okay. People is a great place to go to. I'm not going to click on it right now so we don't see names. But if you needed to email a fellow classmate because maybe you're assigned to peer review their essay, or you want some advice and you're like, hey, could you read over my paper? Looney gave me feedback, but I want a second person's feedback. You can click and message. It's going to send a Canvas message through People, or if you forget my email, you can click there and it's going to send you a Canvas message, or you can send me a Canvas message in this way. Or you can just click on inbox. It's up to you, whichever way you prefer. And of course, your homepage is your homepage. Everything is there. Okay. So review for Canvas. There it is. And again, ask me any questions that you might have with it. To get to your Marian Tech email, though, if you didn't use it at all, make sure you are using it this semester. The FERPA forms that you sign as a Marian Tech student, you're an independent college student. Okay. You're wanting to use the Marian Tech email because it's much more private and you're not sharing information like other teachers or other school admin cannot view your grades or information there. So your Marian Tech email is there for your privacy as a Marian Tech student within there. It's also the only email I'm going to be using. Okay. But again, if you send me a message through Canvas here, it works the same. Okay. So, but your Marian Tech email, I will send you emails through this. You're also going to get any opportunities from Marian Tech. So if there's a program going on or they've got something available for you as a CCP student, they'll send it through this email. So you're coming here, you're clicking My MTC, and then you click your My Mail here. Okay. It's going to pop up an Outlook email. You also, if you want, so if you've got your school email through whatever high school you're going to, you can go to YouTube. There are tutorials on how to link your emails. So if you have a Gmail or another Outlook email through your school, you can set it up and link it to where any email I send you to Marian Tech is actually sent to your school email. So you can link your emails if you want as well. That's something I would consider to make sure you're getting anything you want and you're staying up on everything within there. Okay. So overall, you're going through Canvas, you're hitting the syllabus, you're reading the syllabus, making sure you're understanding everything thoroughly. You're emailing me, asking me questions, or just giving me a hello, getting in the flow of sending me emails. You're going through the plagiarism resources and you're taking the plagiarism quiz. That is our focus for week 1. Okay. Next week, we'll get into more depth, or the week 2, we'll get into more depth with APA and MLA and getting into all of those. Okay. So breathe, take a breath. It's the start of week 1. Okay. We're going to have a fantastic semester, and you let me know if you need anything. Have a fantastic week, everybody.